This is the new rule. We don't protect people from the truth. We trust them with the truth. We face reality at all costs. The number one thing that people come to me and say, oh, boundaries don't work. Why is that? Well, I gave boundaries, but he's still acting out, or he's still doing this and doing that. I'm like, well, that is not the measurement of success of boundaries. Boundaries aren't for him. They're not to benefit him. Boundaries are for you. They're your boundaries. Boundaries don't change other people. Boundaries change what you do in response to other people's behavior. Boundaries that are successful let you start taking back your sanity, taking back your space, taking back your personality. We lose a part of ourselves. It's existential crisis in any betrayal, even if it's one small or multiple, like I've had. Trauma robs you of your identity. And especially when there's this attachment wound, we lose who we are. And so boundaries and employing boundaries allows you to get back to your own authentic self, to your core values, your core needs, authentic, healthy needs. That's what boundaries will give you, a little bit of distance and space to not have this chaotic, disordered person. And again, whether it's a one-off affair or the labels we use, something's disordered over here. If there's not ownership, if there's not connection and we're reaching for it, and that person isn't providing it and using distancing behaviors, that's disordered. There's some disorder happening there. So I don't know if you know who Amy Porterfield is, but I went and took her course on how to create a digital course. I wanted to have the top expert in the field tell me, how do I do a digital course? I found I was talking about boundaries more and more and more. I used to think boundaries were only needed in the beginning, when you have discovery. But as I started talking and coaching people in different stages, even though we're past full disclosure, I found that people still needed to employ boundaries. Amy Porterfield, now you have to do course calls. You have to call people on the phone and ask them questions about your course. I'm like, I don't need to do that. I know how to do this. I'm an e-learning developer from corporate America. I've even had education on how adults learn and how to put education together. But do you know that I spoke to somewhere between 12 and 15 women? I said, what's the first thing I should teach about boundaries? And I thought it was, what is a boundary? How do you say a boundary? What can you have boundaries around? I thought that's where I should start. Do you know, they enlightened me. I guess I was too close to it. They said, Pam, remind me what I'm protecting with boundaries. Help me take back my sense of identity. Help me understand that I have rights to have boundaries. Sure enough. Okay. So I rearranged my course and I came up with 5 steps. I broke it down into 5 simple steps. And I am going to share that back with you again. My boundaries 5-step success path. My first module of my boundaries course is refocus on me. It's so easy to go, what's he thinking? We hyperfocus, right? Because it's safety seeking. That person is a threat to us, a threat. His eyebrows raised. What does that mean? Where is his eyes going? Oh, he just breathed really heavy. What's he thinking? What's he feeling? What's he going to do? Right? Bring it back. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I going to do? What's my next right step to make based on, right? So that's what this first module is about. Refocusing on me, owning my reality, not his reality, because we are constantly trying to drag them back to reality. We have reality, clarity on our values, your value system, your thoughts, your rights, your feelings, your needs. Okay, that's module 1. Module 2 is boundaries 101. The who, what, when, where, and why. Safety. What is safety? I have worksheets that help you tease out the language of what behaviors do make you feel safe. And I thought wrongly that my husband CSAT was supposed to be teaching him that stuff. But here's the thing, ladies, I can't walk into your home and say, hey, yo, Joe, this is what is going to help Susie feel safe. Beyond the obvious of being in recovery and being sober, there were certain things that one of the things I needed, because my husband's MO, I needed my husband to not take his phone in the bathroom with him. Now, there are some women who don't care, right? That's not a thing for them. There were certain clothing he was wearing when I had discovery that were triggering for me. I wanted him to get rid of. Okay. So my husband, CSAT, could not come into my relationship or tell my husband in therapy what my needs are. He's not a mind reader. He doesn't know what my particular sensitivities are. I have in this module a way for you to work through. I feel safe when. This is what's going to help me feel safe. Then step 3 is I actually prepare my boundaries. Once I've done the work about now I know how I feel when this thing happens. I know what my thoughts are around it. I know what my needs are. Now I can put together a comprehensive, detailed boundary statement that is a request that offers connection, that offers emotional intimacy, that offers a roadmap for him, a treasure map on how to be a safe person for you so you can move up that pyramid to emotional intimacy and all the other kinds of intimacy. 4, the community. And then, so I have you put them together before you communicate them. So then I walk you through communicating them with compassion and empathy and preparing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if a conversation goes sideways? What are you going to do if you make a discovery, right? How are you going to care for yourself? How are you going to retreat to your sanctuary? You're not going to put up a wall, but you're going to create some space where you can become bigger than the problem. And then step 5 is enforcing your boundaries and feeling comfortable in your space with clarity and peace. And that is by having group support.